Good morning, students. Welcome to English class. I'm so happy to meet you all through this advancement of science. So till we meet you all in person, we'll be having the online classes and we'll be meeting through the online classes. So welcome to English class. And to begin with, today's topic is articles and its types, and that will be explained with examples. Articles. So as you all know, articles are two types, right? Indefinite articles and definite articles. So let us see what is indefinite articles. So indefinite articles are used when we do not speak of any particular person or thing. Yes, when we are not talking about any particularity, then we use the indefinite article, that is a or an. So example, I saw a dog in the garden. Definite articles. So the second type is definite articles. So definite articles are used when you refer to a particular person or thing. So when you're talking about particularity, then we use the definite articles, the. Example, the dog which I saw yesterday is dead. So first example what I gave is, I saw a dog in the garden. So I'm not talking about any breed of dog or anybody's pet in particular. So I just saw a dog in the garden. So after a week, when I saw the same dog, it was dead. So instead of telling that the same dog which I saw in the garden has died, so instead of that, we can use the dog which I saw yesterday is dead. So we have singular noun and plural noun. I hope you remember about the nouns. That is singular noun and plural noun. That is singular noun is one. Plural noun is more than one. So general and the first rule that you have to keep in mind is, any singular noun will be prefix, that is will be added before indefinite article. So actually indefinite articles are two, that is a or an. What are the indefinite articles? A or an is indefinite articles. So let us see where we should use a and where you are supposed to use an. So consonant sound will possess a, that is the noun which begins with consonant sound. What are the consonant letters first of all? Leaving A, E, I, O, U, the rest of the letter of alphabets are called consonant. So the sound which begins with consonant, or the word which begins with a consonant sound, will have a as the article, and the word that is the noun which begins with a vowel sound. So what is the vowel sound? A, E, I, O, U. So if the word starts with the vowel sound, that is A, E, I, O, U, then that particular noun, if it is singular, then we are supposed to use an. For example, consonant sound, a book, a monster. And vowel sound example is an interesting story and order. So how to use the word? She gifted me a book. The English teacher told us an interesting story. So you should have made note that book and interesting story here is singular. And book started with a consonant sound, so we have used a. And interesting story is a vowel sound, so we have used an. So next is about plural noun. If the noun is plural, then we are supposed to use the definite articles, that is the. The word the is called as a definite article. So here we have got only one article, that is the. It's not like indefinite article. We have two and we should know where a should be used and where and should be used. But here it is only one article, that is the. So for this you have to keep in mind whether the noun begins with a vowel sound or consonant sound. Okay. If the noun starts with a vowel sound or consonant sound, Only thing is, if it is plural, we are supposed to use the. We need not see whether the noun is starting with the vowel sound or the noun is starting with the consonant sound, right? But if you find the noun, if it is plural, you can go ahead with using the before the plural noun. Example, the books should be wrapped with brown cover. The green apples are costlier than the Kashmir apples. Okay, so now we'll go in detail about indefinite articles, that is a or an. The definite article the will be taught in the next class. So today we'll be going in detail about indefinite articles. And one more thing I would like to tell, all these notes, it's not a must that you have to take all these notes as it is being given. What you understand from the class, you just jot down the points. So later when you record all these, jot down the points, it should help you to understand the topic. So all these notes which is being given as a points, also you should make note. And after this, end of the session, I've given you assignment that also should be copied in your classwork note. So we have given introduction class itself. We have informed you that you'll be having one long size note for English, which can be shared for a prose and poem as well as for grammar. Okay. So let's move on to indefinite article, where indefinite article is must and should to be used. It means where indefinite article is mandatory to be used. First point, when we refer to a single countable noun in general, that is, when we are not referring to something or someone specific, or when the reader does not know who one is referred to. So there was a letter for you in this morning. So when you're not talking about the particular letter, it is somebody has sent to someone. Okay, so the letter is random. So when you're not talking in particular about the letter, then you will tell a letter. Example, there was a letter for you this morning. A friend of yours called on you. So they're not telling about particular name of the friend or any other identity for the friend. So one of your friends, instead of telling one of your friends, again, they have used a friend of yours called you. So it should be countable noun and it should not be any particular. Okay. Second is in the sense of one. Example, I have bought a new car. I ate an apple after dinner. So when you're talking about, when I want to mention about one, see, I have bought one new car. Instead of telling that I have bought one new car, I can use I bought a new car. The same way, I ate one apple. Instead of that, you can tell I ate an apple. So this is talking about random. Okay. But see the next statement, note, that is when we use one instead of a, when we wish to draw attention of the fact that there is only one. You got it? So here I bought a new car or I ate an apple is just an information. But when you want to talk or when you want to highlight that there were 10 apples and I ate only one apple, I did not eat the rest of the apple. So when you want to, highlight or tell particular that only one apple is being eaten. So then we use a, okay, or we use one. When you want to highlight about the number is very important, then we use one. So if I want to tell there were 5 apples and I ate only one apple, where the 4 is been remaining, then I will tell I ate only one apple. But just an information that I had an apple for dinner, then I'll tell random one. In that case, number is not very important. With the meaning each. So when you want to particularly tell about each, where you're supposed to use the word each, then you can use the letter A. I read at least one novel a month. It means compulsory each month I will be reading one novel. My salary has increased by rupees 500 a month. It means gradually every month, each and every month, I'll be getting 500 more. So instead of each, we use a. When we refer to the names of occupation, so when you want to talk about occupation, then we'll be using the article a or an. She wants to become an astronomer. My father is a farmer. So when you're talking about the occupation, compulsory we have to use the article, that is indefinite article, before the occupations. Next, in a general sense, with singular countable noun, that names of an example of a class of things, that is, an elephant is useful animal. Here, only one elephant is being used, that is, it's not elephants, it is elephant. Okay, but here I'm talking about the class of elephants, a group of elephants, that is, all the elephants. Got it? But I've used an elephant is useful animal. But I'm not talking about one particular elephant which was useful. I'm talking about all the elephants. Okay, it is one representing the whole group, that is class of things. Okay, a cold drink on a hot day is always welcome. So any particular drink it can be. It doesn't mean one particular brand of drink. Any drink for that matter. It means anything which is cold to drink on a hot day is welcome. Next, in exclamations before singular countable noun, when you are using an exclamatory sentence and if you want to use any singular noun, then we'll be using a. What a lovely dress. Such a shame. In expression of speed, price and ratio. So when you're talking about a rate or a price or a ratio, then we'll be using the indefinite article. The bus fare is rupees 20 a person. It means per person. The bus traveled at 40 kilometers an hour. An hour, 1 hour. Okay. So it can be per hour, 40 kilometers of distance we can cover by bus. Next, when certain numerical expressions, only for certain numerical expression, I can tell you the other word for collective nouns. Okay. So these words are, to look at, it is singular. It means it is not ending with yes. Dozen, million, thousand, couple, all these doesn't end with yes. So it is not a plural noun. But the meaning of that is more than one. So how much is dozen? It is 12. Right. So the word doesn't look, to look at it is singular because it is not ending with yes. But it has got 12 numbers. So such collective noun will take a before it, and the noun which you're talking about will be ending with yes. So here it's a collective noun. Before that we have to use the word a, but it should not be pencil, it should be pencils. So the plural of the word will be shown in the subject, not on the noun. Okay, so a dozen pencils, 1,000 years, $1 million, a couple of goats. So that the noun that followed by the collective noun will possess yes. Next, when we refer to a person whose name we use with a title is known to us. Okay, so Mr. Gupta wishes to speak to you. So once I tell that particular name, you will be knowing that particular person. You need not tell which Gupta, Gupta of which family. Once I tell Mr. Gupta, Mr. Gupta wishes to speak to you, then once I tell, you will be knowing he is familiar with that name, Mr. Gupta. It's a family name, but they'll be familiar with that name. So a person who has been familiar and who has been titled for that name, then we use but this rule alone is very it's not in use actually, it's not colloquially used, but it's a rule to be known. That's it. Dr. John has applied for the post. Okay, but when you're talking about person, name of a person, for sure you should not use a. That's why I'm telling you, this will make you to confuse, but just to know about it, in case if you come across such sentence, you should not get confused. So that I'm telling you, though we use a name, he should be familiar to the title, only then we'll use a. But generally, before a proper noun, that is before the name Vidya or Rama or Sita or Ravi or Angel, anybody for that matter, before the name of a person, we should not use any article. It can be a, and, or the. You're not supposed to use any of the article before the proper noun, that is before the name of a person. So far we have been seeing where you are supposed to use the indefinite article, that is a or an. So here we should know that where we are not supposed to use a or an. So indefinite article is not used when the noun is uncountable. So for countable noun, we'll use a or an when it is singular. But for uncountable noun, when it is uncountable noun, we'll not know whether it is singular or plural. So any uncountable noun for that matter will not possess the article. Example, my new chair is made of wood. It should not be read, or it should not be read, or it should not be used as a wood. It should not be, my new chair is made of a wood is wrong. Okay, it should be made of wood. Sand is used in making glass. So it should not be a sand because it's not a countable noun. But it is used before uncountable noun when we imply a comparison between uncountable noun and the other of the same kind. Okay. So just now we saw if it is an uncountable noun, we are not supposed to use the article. But you have an exception for that. When we are using an uncountable noun, but we are using the uncountable noun for, excuse me, when we are using the uncountable noun for a comparison of the same kind, then we'll be using the article a. But generally for uncountable noun, we'll not be using. So let's see the example. A cloth of this quality is very expensive. So this cloth is very expensive. Same cloth of different design, but the quality will be same. So even such cloth will be very expensive. So a cloth of this quality, there's a comparison. Same way, a purer water than this does not exist. So water is also uncountable noun. You can only measure, you cannot count, right? So a purer water than this does not exist. So we are comparing it. Okay, so when you're comparing the uncountable noun, then we can use a. So next point is when a noun is the same of a meal. For example, when a noun is the name of a meal. So like how I said before a name of a person, we are not supposed to use the article a or then. The same way, before the name of a meal, it can be dinner or breakfast or lunch or brunch, anything for that matter, we are not supposed to use the article a. So don't use a breakfast or a dinner. It should be dinner or breakfast. So we had breakfast at 7 o'clock. I had dinner before going out. Even for this, we have an exception like the previous one. If we use a name of a meal in the sense of a party, then the indefinite article is required. So when you're talking about the breakfast or dinner or meal or what do you call lunch, anything for that matter, when you're talking about the regularity as a habitual, every day we take breakfast, every day we have dinner. So when you're talking about everyday habit, then we are not supposed to use the article a or then. But when you are talking about the name of a meal, but when I mean it as a party, then we are supposed to use the article a or an. When I'm going to give you a party as a dinner or I'm going to give you a party as a lunch. So when I'm going to give a party, then I'm supposed to use the article. Other than that, when you're talking about the regular everyday breakfast or lunch or dinner, then we're not supposed to use the article. So here, there is going to be a dinner for the old boys of the school. So they're going to have a party for dinner. So then we'll be using the article a. So that's all for the topic articles, in particular the indefinite articles, that is a or an. So we'll be having the next session about the definite articles, that is the word the. The is the definite articles, right? So we'll be talking in detail about the definite article, the. So we have seen, I hope you understood where you're supposed to use an or a, that is the indefinite articles. So I've given you the assignment. I want you to copy under the heading as articles and the side heading as assignment. Copy these questions and fill these questions with the answers. The answers of this will be discussed later, but this should be copied in your classwork note. Okay, so regarding the class, I end here, but it's information for you all. After each video, we'll be giving we'll be uploading quiz, which is very much mandatory for you to attend. Only then you will be getting your attendance. So we will know that you have attended the class, that is, we know that you have attended the video only if you attend the quiz. So if you want to get the attendance, it is mandatory that you have to attend the quiz. And the quiz timing also will be mentioned, and after that particular time, it will be closed. I guess it is about 3 o'clock, we'll be disabling the quiz. So before that, you have to compulsory attend your quiz so that you will be getting your attendance. And you all know attendance is very important for your public exams, which is first year and second year. So please don't forget to attend your quiz. So till then, take care. Bye. Have a nice day.